Yes, we're starting early. How are we all feeling? Are we removed from the footy at the moment? Pies footy? Are we removed? Are we relieved from the fact that we're not probably going to play finals in this moment? How are we feeling about that? How do I feel about that? I feel like there's an element of like a bit of respite from all the heartache that we've had to deal with in these past 24 months. So let's go back to 2020. I mean, really, if you want to go far back as 2018, the Collingwood Army had to deal with the grand final loss, to call it what it was, Dom Sheed. And then we go into 2019, have a great season. And it's all but set up for us in that prelim. Like, the ball's been thrown up in the air. It's an easy catch, an easy hit. GWS without Cornelio Green, maybe a couple of other players that slipped my mind. And then we choke up 2019. And then 2020 was a bit of a fall from grace, but then we have that amazing, ecstatic win against West Coast in that elimination final, 5th versus 8th. That felt good. That was a bit of, it's not redemption, right? Like, the Eagles did win the flag in the previous year, the 2 years prior. But that's definitely sent them into their rebuild that they're currently still undergoing. And then 2021 was just this massive slide down the ladder. And then 2022 was, wow, crazy year full of just tension. And then that Sydney loss. And then 2023 win the flag, but didn't come without its own heartache and stress. I keep we're going to keep using the word heartache, stress, killing my heart. And then we come to this year, same shit, right? Just close losses, close wins, comebacks, losing from advantageous positions late in the game. I'm ready for a break from that. And if our season finishes 4 weeks earlier than what we maybe would have first hoped it to have been, then, hey, I'll accept it as a respite from all this stress. Like, game against Sydney on a weekend, that last 10 minutes, I was watching it with my brother, and we just didn't say a word throughout that whole comeback that Sydney put on us. All I could hear was my heart just fucking booming. I'm like, this can't be good for me. Like, surely this shit, like, I think there's going to be a case study in the future where we look at Collingwood fans that lived through the years of 2018 through to 2018 and beyond, really, who are old enough to experience from that year onwards. There's going to be a case study. We're going to see how many of them passed away earlier due to heart-related issues. And I think that's going to be... that could be a serious case study, because I'm telling you, this heart, man, fuck, has it had to put up with some shit in the last few years with Collingwood. Here we go. Alex, how you going? I'm good. What are you up to? What did you get up to, Alex, today? What do you do in your normal day-to-day, mate? Steve, the champ, is here. Dad, I'm healthy, but Collingwood fucking put some stress. Kev, buddy, I might come see you later, man. We'll play some poker. You down for that? I'll come over. Are you keen? Evening champs, Theone. I love how I don't have to see evening champs from Japan, 32 degrees anymore. I love it. It's like snakes and ladders, bud. Yeah. Yep. Not wrong there. Part of being a Magpie, any player we are linked with. Mark Keane is probably the closest one at the moment. School, man. Learned battle. How are you? How's your day? There was a stat that said on SEN, our back half game, I think we kicked 3-8. Had we kicked straight on turnover and back half, we win that game. Kev, that is the nature of sport, mate. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but we didn't, mate. We did not. At the end of the day, all that matters is the scoreboard, Kev. That's what I've learned. Better than being a blue baller or a bummer fan. I love that. Boomer. Magpies lover, how are ya? What's happening? Malice. How we feeling? I was asking everyone before, where are we at with our minds? Are we removed from the footy? Are we going to be able to enjoy the last 2 games, knowing that there's no finals and just sort of just relax, enjoy the game for fun, not knowing or not having to deal with the stakes that are usually at play, being a reigning premiership side, a top 4 contending side for the last part of 6 years. Looking back at it, would have you preferred Taranto over Mitchell? No, I think Mitchell was one of our best players in that final series last year, and can't thank him enough for it, right? Without his performances, we don't win the flag, and that's etched in history now. So, yeah, immediate return. We got that on Mitchell, and sure, maybe Taranto's more of a longer-term investment, but we got the flag. Got the flag. Hello, Manny. How are you, mate? What's going on? Do you like fish and chips? Yes, I do. Oh, I remember you now. No number for you, mate. No number for you. Leonard, I'm going to have to give you a timeout because I don't fancy you. So, yeah, I'm going to put you in the naughty corner, mate. Put user in timeout. Hope you learn your lesson. Okay, now, what are we dealing with, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. I am not going to the game. Not going to the game. No. I'm going to go watch it at the pub. Watch us come out and smash Brisbane this week just to fuck me right off. That's right, Manny. We'll be fine, mate. We'll be fine. We'll live to fight another day. Enjoy the win if we win, man. Fuck it. Who cares, bro? Just enjoy the win, man. We've got the flag. We'll be back next year. Just enjoy it for a couple of weeks today, Manny. Yeah, it was a weight off my shoulders a bit. MD, how you going? How you going? Do you understand, MD? Do you understand the premise of Unpopular Opinions, the video I posted? Where people, so essentially in the community tab, I asked for everyone's unpopular opinion. And one of them was like, Jordan De Goey, we should trade him. And I just basically share my thoughts. I'm neither here nor there. And I just suggested 2 first-round draft picks for Jordan De Goey at age 29 is worth some consideration. I'm not saying he has to go or he should go. I know he's Collingwood's best finals player. Look at the stats. Everything he does in finals warrants what he's done up until now in his career and why he's so highly valued. But 2 first-round draft picks. Maybe throw in a top 10 draft pick in there. Fuck. Have to consider it. I'm still preparing for the season. Depends on what happens on Saturday. It's either our season is yeah, that's how it works, MD. Yeah, that's how it works. Bottle Trolls Rocco as well. Good evening. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, I understand you, Boomer. Good evening, Anthony. Stefanos, how are you? Good to see you. Aretis. Stefanos Aretis. Am I saying it right? G'day, Champ. Sinex is in the chat. How are you? What's going on? Definitely worth considering for 2 first rounds. Hurts to say, though. Same thing. You guys, if you watched the video, my preface was I'm emotionally attached to this man for good reasons. He's turned his life around without knowing him personally, right? He's made some mistakes, okay? Get over it. People make mistakes. People are surrounded by the wrong people at the wrong time, and they grow up around the wrong people, and they make mistakes. If you hear in the chat, and I don't care, right? I'm going to say things how I feel, right? If somebody does something bad, My question to you, does that make them a bad person? Or are they just in the wrong place at the wrong time, surrounded by the wrong people? And it's just a matter of learning from those mistakes. And yes, you're going to touch the stove when it's hot more than once. We're not invincible. Environment is crucial to consider when people make these mistakes. All right? It's all about overcoming it. It might take a year. It might take you 5 years. It might take you 10 years. But the point is, I think it's very reductionist to say someone is either good or bad. Anyway, that's my philosophical, I don't know, what do you want to call it? That's my philosophical take for the day. Can't, bro. Will cause damage to the club. Can't get rid of him. He stayed loyal to us. Yeah. Well, yeah. He stayed loyal to us, and we stayed loyal to him as a Collingwood army, and he stayed loyal to us in the end. He was linked to the Saints maybe 2-3 years ago. I got it right, Stephanos. Stephanos, how did you come across the channel? How did you find the channel? How did you come across the channel? Sinex. Good, thanks, mate. Looking forward to the Pies footy this weekend, as always. Always. Fresh your breath there. I'm keen to watch Collingwood versus Brisbane. I'm going to a 21st on Saturday. My daughter will be there holding up the banner. She's got faith. Exciting. 21st. If your daughter's turning 21, MD, happy birthday to her. Go Pies. Hopefully Colin will get the win for her. He's always injured as well. Odds on Markov in, lads. I don't see a world where he gets selected. So, let's have a look. What can I do here? Maybe let's go share screen. I'll share a screen. Give me a second. Let's go to the AFL website and have a look at the lineup from the weekend gone by, yeah? Share screen. AFL fixtures. I really don't want to pull this up. This hurts, but that's okay. We'll gloss over that. All right. So this here, let me zoom in. Let me go one more back. This here stays the same. This, Billy Frampton gone. If Nathan Kruger is available and gets put into the back line, or Charlie Dean. This man gone. This stays as is. Obviously, Nick Dacos will play in the middle. Josh Dacos will go here. And side bottom will play. So side bottom will 20% of the CBAs in that game against Sydney. He will go here to here. Yeah. Bytel, does he keep his spot? I think he does just for now. Crispy Chips, stay the same. Jamie Elliott, same. Shooter, although disappointing, will be in the team. Bobby Hill will remain in the team. Bo, I love him. McStay, love it. Hoskin Elliott, Mr. Fix-It. Pendlebury, not going anywhere. Darcy Cameron, Collingwood's best player this year. Lipinski's spot is in trouble. I don't think Markov comes in for Lipinski. If Lipinski's out, I'd want to see a Reef McInnes or a Reef McInnes or a Harry DiMattia, right? Or a Harry DiMattia. But I was saying in my preview, I think it was my preview, I think Patrick Lipinski is being played out of form, playing as along this line. Yeah, this line here is very difficult to play on. You're doing a lot of dog running. He ran 15 kilometers against Sydney. Yeah, and what was the return? He ran 15 kilometers just to get 16 disposals and a goal, which is okay, whatever, not too bad. I think he's best utilized. I genuinely think Pat Lipinski is best utilized over here on the wing and sparingly through the midfield on ball. Isaac Quaynor on the wing as well. We'll be rotating with Jack Bytel. I'm enamored with the idea that Isaac Quaynor can nail down that role on the wing. And it was his first good game first of his 2 games that was good, played on the wing because he played his first one against Gold Coast. I think he had like 17-1. Let's see. Yeah, 17-1. Definitely somewhat accountable for that last goal that Goulden kicked, getting sucked into that stoppage along with side bottom, bit of miscommunication, not switching players, and Isaac Quaynor not realizing, okay, switches happened. He's my player now. 1 clearance, so he put and a goal assist as well. So definitely some positives to take out there. Lineup and Benny, enough. Benny, enough. It's my dog. Mason Cox, 5 contested marks as well. Was that his best game contested marks wise? 5 contested marks, right? Let's have a look on Wheelo. I'll pop it over to share this tab instead. Let's go player stats and let's find out about Mason Cox. What's the most contested marks he's had in a game? I would have to say 5 would be one of, if not the most he's ever had. Oh, I'm wrong. Okay. It's not far off though. His best was in that prelim final against Richmond. 8 contested marks. Wow. Mason Cox took 8 contested marks in that preliminary final against Richmond. And he only got 7 coaches' votes. Who got the 10? Would have that been Goey? Let's go. I can click on the match stats here and share this tab instead. Still side bottom got 8. Wow. Side got 41 touches in that prelim. 2 intercept marks. 3 goal assists. 7 score involvements. Wow. That's an all-time game. Seriously. And then 36 touches and 19 contested. Man, some big fucking time performances by the lads in that 2018 game. Hey, so nice to reflect upon it. What was our what's going on here? Yeah, wow. Fascinating that. So 8 contested marks and he took 5 on the weekend. I think is this, if we go to the player stats for this year, I think for you to be like an elite contested mark player these days, you need to be averaging 3 contested marks per game. Let's find out. Let's go here. Contested marks. No, so 2.6. Sam Day's only played 5 games. 2.4 contested marks a game is the best in the league. Sam Day's only played 5 games. So, and Coxie took 5 on the weekend. All right, let me catch up to the chat. We all make mistakes. Chuck in Frampton as well for free. Everyone makes mistakes. Looking for Collingwood content regarding our season. Very nice. No, my daughter is 30. Lol, it's my niece. Okay, got you. Would Noble be trade bait? Nah, I'd keep Noble. I'd keep him. Yep, I'd love to see Richard start. Caleb Daniel off halfback. Are we going to get him for free? I'm not giving anything up for him. Yeah, Charlie Dean, Reef, and Richards are a must. I love that, Stephanos. Give Dean a go. Don't go there, says MD, regarding Noble being traded. With TJ still in Markov, I just feel he's replaceable. That's a fair point. He could be out of the team next year. But he's definitely better. Actually, no. So you mentioned Markov. Markov can't replace Noble. I will say that. But I do think Noble is much better, will be a much better depth player than Markov moving forward. Oh, you're still here. I'm sorry for you. Put me on timeout. Okay, Leonard, you're gone. Ban user and delete their comments. What a loser. Okay. Where else are we? Sam, how you going? Is it Sam or Som? Som, how you going? I'm worried we'll be even more lacking in motivation given the season's effectively over. Love the channel. Firstly, thank you, Richard. I'm glad you love the channel. We love everybody in this community, and I like getting to know everybody here. So I think this is the first time I've seen your name in the live stream, Richard. But anyways, welcome. I'm worried we'll be even more lacking in motivation given the season is effectively over. My challenge to that is I feel like Collingwood are going to play free. And I said in the preview, yeah, but you can make the case that the Collingwood always play free. Strategically, maybe, but psychologically not. Because there's a lot of pressure that comes with being a reigning premier. So I think that has an effect. Playing free, we're playing good footy. Last 2 games, we've played 3 quarters of really good footy. Most times that's enough to win you a game of footy, but teams just are so good at being able to throw caution to the wind these days and pile on goals without a response from the opposition. So I think we can expect a positive outcome on the weekend. Nobody wants Markov. People might want Noble. Fair call. I agree with that. Ins this week. Hopefully Harry, Reef, Richards to get a full game. I don't think TJ, Theo. I don't think TJ. But yeah, certainly Harry, maybe he has to play a game, right? Reef and Richards. Chris, welcome. Great to have you here. Great to have you here, as always. How do you know? Oh, I don't know, Leonard. Yeah, I don't. Too short, no matter how cheap. No. I don't think our boys are any less motivated. They will be going out to put the Lions to the sword. Yeah. Plant of seed of doubt in their minds. Right? Plant of seed of doubt in their minds. So that's that. Okay. What else have we got? Let's get rid of the share screen for. Let's watch the Fly McRae presser from today.
It's a great mathematically still in it, but obviously a really disappointing loss. So how's the atmosphere at the club this week?
Yeah, no, we get back to work and control what we can. I'm not really into ladder predictor, but apparently there's some chance, but I'm not sure what that looks like. We can only control what we can, and players got high energy, and yeah, this club's a proud one, so we want to finish well.
Is that the messaging? Obviously, you say you don't look at the ladder, but you want to finish the year strong, obviously.
Yeah. No, look, our VFL haven't been able to make finals for a long time now, and they're fighting for every ground ball and trying to kick the last goal of the game and all these sorts of things that we take great pride in, and that doesn't change, ladder predictor or not.
How does the experience of being the hunted this season? How does that help grow this group as a team?
Oh, there's so many lessons that this game gives you. Like I think from round 0 to now, we've had to go through a few challenges, like every team has this year, and you evolve and you adapt and you learn lessons and get better and fall over and scun your knee and get up. And I think that's just the natural course of everybody as in this industry. And right now we're just trying to get up off the ground and go again for the short time that we've got within our control.
Is it a combination of, obviously there was a lot of injuries this season, as there was last year, but also everyone just getting better and just lifting that bar?
Oh, I think there's so many layers. We're not in a review the season mode yet, and but I'm sure at that appropriate time we'll look at all the things that we think we can improve and do better. There's only small margins though, isn't it? It doesn't take much to add a couple of fours to your number and you go, oh, hang a minute, where do we finish now? If you had a win-loss here or whatever it looks like. I think the competition itself is so tight. Every little moment matters, and hence why there's a lot of scrutiny on a lot of little moments.
Looking to this weekend, grand final rematch, got better than earlier this year. How are you feeling with the second?
Yeah, well, we know that Brisbane's best is really, really strong, and we've got a great rivalry against the old mob now, and that's an exciting opportunity for us to go out and do it again. And we've learned some really good lessons what works well against them, and then things that really hurt us when they get certain parts of their game going. And the last couple of occasions have been fantastic games, and we're hoping that this one's going to continue that path.
Where are they most dangerous? What stands out?
Well, inside 50s is really high. They're a territory team, and Lockie Neal's a real weapon. I sort of really want to tag him. I don't know how yet. And then there's other parts of like Harris Andrews is a real threat, and then the uncontested marks are really high. They're number one uncontested marking team in the competition. So if you give them the ball back, it's going to be hard to get it back off them.
Could just let Lockie go head-to-head with Nick Dacos to do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that'll work. Not sure they'll see each other too often.
be back at the MCG.
Yeah. No, the MCG is a great home for us, and we've got an incredible supporter base, and we want to make sure we get back there and hear that mighty roar that they give us and the energy they give us. It's an important part of our DNA, and particularly our fans are incredible. So they turn up everywhere they go.
Have you spoken to John Longmire regarding your comments at the end of the game last week? You had a pretty strong opinion in response to you two spoken. No. I've spoken about that on radio, and I've got enormous respect for John. And this job is a really difficult one. So for someone to do what he's done over such a long period of time, I'm repeating myself here. That's an inspiration. Like that is a real challenge, and obviously in interstate too, which adds different layers to it. So I'm not going to get caught up in it other than just show again my respect for how good a coach he is. There was a warning from the AFL over
Yeah.
On reflection, would you have waited or not use the platform that way, or do you stand by that?
I reflect really heavily on everything I do, and I'm disappointed in myself that I went into a frustration mode versus a disappointing mode. I'm allowed to be disappointed, because who wouldn't be? That shows that I care. But to be frustrated, I think is a bit selfish. So I reflect on those things, but I don't want to retract on things that I've done because they're all good lessons for us, or for me in particular.
Still side bottom is playing here again next year. Are you guys sticking with the old players? Yeah,
I think Steele's had some terrific form of late, and we're in talks constantly about what that looks like in our list, and this is ongoing. We're not in a hurry to do certain things. There's certain processes we need to go through to make these official, but it's going to be hard to argue against Steele's form and the way that he adds to our DNA and adds to our culture. He's such a glue guy. He looks like he's got a lot of life left in those old legs of his.
Speaking more generally than just side bottom, but it seems like it's going to be hard to have any sort of departures in that over 30 group. Does that make it harder to phase players out, to stagger these departures next season?
Yeah, that's a constant challenge for everybody in the AFL, is how you get your lists, keep evolving and keep moving. And most of our guys are in contract, so you're right in that sense. But we believe that our experience is really valuable for us. How we manage that over time, that'll be something we'll have to pay close attention to. But our experience is enormous. To have Scott Pendlebury, mentor Nick Dacos in his first 2 years, oh my God, how lucky is Nick? And Nick knows that because he's just constantly just assisting him. And then, we've got other role models like Howie for our young backs. And I don't think we should be in a hurry to exit our experience out of our list across the AFL, because I think those things are really beneficial for our younger group.
Do the conversations involve the willingness to play in the VFL if the younger player does go past one of these guys in their positions? Is there an openness to that?
I haven't got to that level, but form dictates a lot of things. You have currency for past experiences, and you get certain grace. There comes a time where there's someone's performing really well. You'd want to be performing in your role, and that's not just experience. I think that's a part and parcel of every week we go to selection. Go, okay, how's he going? Well, he's not at the level he once was. Well, what does that mean for him? Is there someone ready to take his spot? Maybe, maybe not. So, a bit of grace for some, but we want to keep evolving and keep growing.
I don't know if you've seen online, but there were some pictures of Christian Petrarca, photoshopped into a Collingwood.
Jeez, I bet you look good in black and white. I've got a car park you can have too if he wants it.
When you hear something about a player potentially being frustrated or disgruntled, do you think maybe we have a chat there just to see if there is a possibility?
Well, he's a contracted player. I joke about how good he'd look in black and white, and he would. We'd love to have him, but there's so many obstacles in the way right now. It's difficult to comment whether he wants to come here or wants to go somewhere else or wants to leave. I don't know that, other than to potentially dream that what could be, huh?
What about Bailey Smith?
It's the same scenarios. Like, so many things have to go through different channels, and there's trade periods and there's all sorts of things. That's what list management's for, and I'll let others make those big decisions.
Yeah. Mind the bone. Hold on, what's it? He's been good. He had a good game on the weekend. old mate Sidey. Where do I sit with that? I don't know. He's taking up someone's spot, but the other argument is their mind of own is there's probably no one ready to truly take over from Sidebottom's role. Yeah, I love Josh Dacos up the half-back flank. I would not move him anytime soon. You don't seem to rate Markov at all. Why do you think he was picked over Noble last year in the finals? Because he was having a great season last year, AA. He had a great season last year. This year, he is not. I'll show you something. All right. These eyes are telling me a lot without looking at the stats. But let me show you. Share this tab. Stop sharing. Share this tab instead. So if we look at Markov, right, from an output perspective, this year relative to last year, it's been a real decline. And he might go down as one of Collingwood's greatest one-season wonders, which I am doing a video on this weekend. I'll post a video. Collingwood's greatest one-season wonders since 2000, or give or take around that time. So last year, 12 disposals. He's down a couple there. I don't really care too much for that. It's more about his role, and his role, intercept marks. Oh man, I don't know, man. Like it's just a steady decline. I can't trust him with the ball. Score involvements are down. Everything's down. But like most things with most our players this year, they're all down. But I can't trust Markov as far as I can throw him right now, unfortunately. Kruger's not slow. I think you need to watch him closely. He's fast. Fast and explosive. Oleg is rubbish, and I hate to say that. Love the bloke, though. Yeah, I love the bloke, too. The fact we're still in this mathematically is astonishing. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Well, if we look at years gone by, let's go Google. AFL ladder. Like, last year, 12 wins would get you into the finals. Yeah? 12 wins would get you into the finals. This year, we've already got teams in the 8 with 2 games to spare with 12 wins. You're going to need 14 wins to play finals this year. You might squeeze in at 13. You might squeeze in. That's consistent across most years. This is a massive outlier. Josh keeps getting caught with the ball. I like him. I'll fight for him. Sidebottom was awesome. I rarely get to see him, and he was brilliant live. I mean, yeah, he was. Darcy was more reliant on Murphy after he went. Darcy's game was affected, yes. Which is not defending as a team as well. The ground is opening up for our opposition. And you saw on the weekend, right? Our game largely resided in Sydney's, in our forward half. And Darcy Moore was purely just that quarterback, just rebounding, intercept marks. That's when he's at his best. And it's easier to defend like that. But when the ball's in motion, moving up and down with ease, it's hard to defend. The player is air, just into preseason. Lethal left foot. I don't know enough about him, Theon, and I haven't seen enough of him. I was watching the game last week, the VFL, and he got injured in the first quarter, so I didn't get to see much of him. Oleg is poo. Welcome, Digsby. Wonderful human, being crap footballer. Sidebottom, glad he got another year. Darcy Moore is having quite a good month. Very true. He's good for depth. I think if we beat Brisbane comfortably and everything goes our way, we're within a chance. I'm not going to hang my hat on that, MD. I'm just going to enjoy the game. I don't know. A lot has to go right. For this to work our way, right? So 18 minutes till the teams come out. Here are my non-negotiables. I think I've written down some notes actually from my preview. There we go. What are my non-negotiables from a personnel? Joe Richards needs to play longer than 30 seconds. Yeah? I last longer in bed than the amount of time Joe Richards was on that field. on the weekend, and that's saying something. Kruger in. Whether he plays forward or backline, I'm not too sure. Charlie Dean in. Quaynor stays on the wing. Lipinski, I'd like to see him play on the wing. The half-forward role is not such a tough role for him. I think Reef McInnes, maybe. Rick said he was training as a halfback flanker today in match simulation. Ilaru Smith, I want to see him play. I want to see Ilaru play next week, and maybe rest Darcy Cameron. If we're mathematically out of finals contention by next week, maybe rest Darcy Cameron or Mason Cox just to give Big Roo a taste of Friday night footy against the D's. And then Sidey, I like Sidey when he gets a bit of time in the midfield. Look at the North Melbourne game. Look at the game on the weekend. He plays much better when he gets a sniff of the footy there. And Di Mattia. So obviously some of those players aren't going to fit into the team. If you put Reef in at halfback, then Di Mattia doesn't play. If Kruger goes into the back line, Charlie Dean probably doesn't make the team. And vice versa. If Dean's in the back line, does Kruger fit in the forward line? And how would you make that work with all those key tools? What do you guys think? Where are we at? Markov has potential. He played great last year when he was trying to fit into the lineup. Dean too short for the Brisbane forward line. That's a good consideration, Rick. That is a great consideration. Great consideration. A good point to make. So those are my selection dilemmas or thoughts, inquiries. Did I miss anything? Ash Johnson's concussion, so he's not going to get a shot. Jacob Ryan, probably out of the picture for now. I don't think TJ gets a game. Charlie Dean's been playing as a backliner. Unless he's been trialed forward in training, I don't see that happening, Steve. I really don't see that happening. McRae will select the winning team as there is still a chance. That's what I think. Ed Allen. Yeah, sorry. I forgot about Ed Allen. Does he get a game if we're not mathematically a chance sooner rather than later? Let's try. I want us to try. Where's the other one? 1 second. Chrome. Honestly, champs. Wait, what are you saying, Theron? Honestly, champs, I would rest McStay now. I cannot see us making finals anyway. Let him get a good run at the preseason. I can understand that rationale, but I think he plays this weekend. Whether he plays next week is obviously another question that I don't have an answer for right now. Let's play guess players from Collingwood 2018. Let's do that. That's a stage. All right. Play quiz. Let's go. Who's that? That's Broomhead, right? We've got 10 minutes to name all 45 players. Tim Broomhead. Yes, correct. Oh, previous. Oh, who's that? Who's that? That's not Oxley. That's not Oxley. Is that Goodyear? I don't know. Am I right? I was right. It was Oxley. Wow, that beard really threw me off. Well, we know who that is. Jaden Stevenson. That is Flynn Appleby. Remember that guy? Appleby. That is James Aish. Yeah. Crisp. Look how young he looks. Goodness. Even Howie. Wow. God. Jacos. You know what's fascinating? Just looking at these players, how young they looked back then. God. We all get older at some stage, don't we? All right. Wow. Elliot looks older there and younger now. No? Jamie Elliott. Am I spelling him wrong? That's a double T at the end. My apologies. That is Rupert Wills. What happened to him? Was he a one-season wonder? Rupert Wills. I'm going to write him down and I want to look at his stats later. Rupert Wills. Goldsack. Tyson Goldsack. Oh, that beard, I know. Crazy. Chris Main, the main train. Remember that Specky he took in that 2019 prelim? Varco. Mixed feelings on this guy because of what he did against us. Murphy. Miss your mates. Oh, this is Max Lynch. Max Lynch. Retired due to concussion. Daniel Wells. That is a player we pissed away money on, didn't we? Callum Brown. Is that Callum or Tyler? That's Tyler Brown, isn't it? Yeah, Tyler. Lyndon Dunn. He lives very close to me. See him at the cafe. Brody Grundy. Wills was a no-season wonder. Taylor Adams. Why so serious? Braden Sire. He'll be in my one-season wonder videos. Do you guys think Braden Sire was a one-season wonder? He'll be in the video this week, this weekend. Jordan De Goey. Tom Langdon. And then that is, Cal Kirby. He retired due to heart issues, unfortunately. Reedy, Ben Reed. Did a podcast with that man. Wait, is that not Ben Reed? Yeah, it is. Previous. Did I get that right? Is that not Ben Reed? Oh, God. What's got a Ben? Okay, there we go. That's Callum Brown. We've got 6 minutes. That's Darcy Moore when he was playing forward. Was he playing forward in 2018? I don't think so. Jared Blair. Yeah? Jared Blair, I think. Ooh, Nick Murray got suspended for doing some, what's the word? When you're having recreational drugs. Nick Murray? No, not Nick Murray. What is it? Help me, please. Nick Murray? No. Sam Murray. Sorry, Digsby. Oh, this one's going to get me. That's not McLarty. It's Sam McLarty. Yes. God. What happened to him? Steel side bottom with hair. That is Jack Frost. No. Sam Frost? Uh-oh. Help me. Who is it? Please. Who is it? I said Jack Frost. I said Jack Frost, I promise. Nah, they've stitched me. Look, they've stooged me. It's not, I'm going to have to, oh, Josh Smith. There we go, Steve-O. Thank you. Huge. Josh Smith, I want to know about him because I've completely forgotten about that man. Josh Thomas. Was Josh Thomas a one-season wonder? Probably not. Braden Maynard. I thought Thomas was serviceable. That is Sharonberg. Guys, we're clearing this. This is easy. Will Hoskin Elliott. Stealth Ninja, how you going? We're just playing against the 2018 players. Braz. Coxie. Oh, Jack Madgen. God, I did not like you. I did not like you, my friend, as a player. Fazolo. The Prince of Perth. Trelaw. Oh, sensitive subject. Checkers. You look funny in there, Checkers. You look like Voldemort. Oh, God, I don't know how to spell his name. Someone spell his name for me. Brody Myercheck. Uh-oh. I'm being exposed because I can't spell. Someone spell his name. Mihoceek. Nah. I reckon whoever's made this quiz, they've spelt it wrong. Got it. Here we go. Tom Phillips. Got it. Crocker, now playing for our VFL. The Pig, Levi Greenwood. And Stevenson one more time. There we go. Done. Easy. We got 100% and somehow the average is 73%. How's that? What are the other games? Anything else here that entices? Get back. Collingwood. It's a pretty cool little website, I would say. Collingwood losing grand finals. No, thank you. What else is there? 10 years on. Can you name all senior? And so I'd prefer a picture rather than having to name. So do they give you any hints? Yeah, nah, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. I'm sorry. No way. I'd like pictures, but that's okay. Pictures would be nice. Anyways, that's fine. We'll give that a rest. We got 7 minutes till the teams are available. Mark McGoey was a one-season wonder. Fine, I'll let you know who's going to be in the video, yeah? So we've got Mark McGoey. We've got Adam Oxley. We've got Jaden Stevenson. We've got Braden Sire and Brad Dick. And Oxley was a one-season wonder mainly because he got injured, right? He'd had some injuries, and then when he returned, he never really came back to form. Like, he had a really good year. I think it was maybe 2015. We had a really good year. It was one of our best players. And then had hip and groin injuries and never really came back. So that will be the video that will be coming out. Do you reckon Isaac Quaynor can play forward? Yeah, I reckon. But let's see how Isaac goes for a little bit longer on the wing. And then we'll see how he goes. We'll see how he goes after that. If it doesn't work, then we can entertain the idea of Isaac Quaynor playing in the forward line. What other videos do you guys want to see? In the off-season, I'm just going to smash video documentaries. So we've done top 10 trade steals. We've done top 10 draft steals. We got Collingwood one-season wonders done. We've done a Pendlebury documentary. We've done a Nick Dacos documentary. What else? I'm thinking about Collingwood's latest bloomers, meaning like a late breakout in their career at Collingwood. We'll do a bit more of a Thomas McGuan analysis. I'm going to do best forwards since 2000. Collingwood forwards, best Collingwood defenders since 2000, and best Collingwood midfielders since 2000. A Coxie documentary could be a good one because he has a good story. A Goey documentary could be good. I've got Collingwood's most underrated players since 2000 in the pipeline. That will be another one. Biggest what if Collingwood trade rumors. And assessing. No. Okay. So that's that. What are some of Collingwood's biggest what if trade rumors from your experience? Brad Dick could have been elite, but knee was shot. Reminds me of Sean Rustling. Elite speed, great kick, bad shoulders, and Lee Walker, 4 knee Ricos. Oh, sorry. How did I miss Jack Anthony? So, hold on. I think I got more than 5. Jack Anthony, Oxley, Dick, Sire, Stevenson. God, I've lost my head. Let me write it down. I've got Jack Anthony. I've got Sire. I've got Steve-O. I've got McGoey, Mark McGoey. I've got Oxley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Dick. Okay, there's 6. There's 6. Ooh. Where are you seeing this? Is this on the AFL website already? You guys spoiling the news? We're waiting here patiently. We're waiting for the live release on AFL. Seven News. Don't listen to them. They're wrong. Come to Pies Footy. Plug it in late 90s would have made Tony Shaw a super coach. Yeah. That was a trade rumor for Collingwood. Yeah, Chris Dawes, he's a notable mention. Tom Phillips is a notable mention. Mark Orville, for those who remember, kicked 4 goals one game, and then had like Mark McGough. Okay, thank you. It's pronounced McGough. Got you. Reef McInnes in for Lipinski, maybe. But yeah, 3 minutes until we get the AFL release, and we'll find out what happens there. We are paying. Yeah, go ahead, Theo. Why not? How the hell is Parker getting a game before 4? We didn't even mention Will Parker, but clearly there's something that McRae loves about Will Parker. So we'll find out. Richards will be at Port Adelaide next, and Freeman. Nathan Freeman. Was he a one-season wonder, though? Did he ever have a good game? Did he ever have a career? I think he was curtailed by injuries, no? Nathan Freeman. Lock it in, Theo. Lock it in. Okay. Where was I going with this? Richards. Richards why would he go to Is he from South Australia? Where's he from? He's from Wang. He's from Wangaratta. Hopefully he doesn't go to Port. Unless he doesn't like, maybe he doesn't like the hustle and bustle of Melbourne from being from Wangaratta. Maybe that move to Port Adelaide makes sense. Yeah, no games for Freeman. 0 AFL games. Would you trade DC or De Goey? If I had to pick one, I'd trade De Goey. Freeman, depends what you'd get, Mick. If I said if we can get 2 first-round draft picks for De Goey, I think we get more out of that than trading DC. Yeah, that would be disappointing. Freeman went out like Nathan Murphy with concussion protocol. Did he retire due to hamstrings or concussion? I thought it was hamstring issues, no? Just refreshing to see if the teams are present. Just quickly, ladies and gentlemen, if you are on Instagram and you want to see some reels, get on to this Pies Footy Instagram there. If you want to message Pies Footy directly as well, that's one way to get a hold of us. Yeah. So that's our Instagram. Give it a follow if you use Instagram. Yeah, Seedsman retired due to concussion. That's right. Okay, let's go back to this teams, so we should have the lineup released. Refresh. Yeah, just one change. Wow. Will Parker. Sorry, no, let me share the screen. Sorry, guys. Share screen. There we go. So Eric Hipwood and Harry Sharp in, Will Parker in, Joe Richards out. Interesting that. So emergencies, Harry DiMattia, Edward Allen, and Joe Richards. So no Kruger. So Nathan Kruger, Reef McInnes, Finlay, TJ, I guess. All not mentioned as an emergency. So, and he's still in the team. Billy Frampton's still in the team. Would have loved to see maybe Charlie Dean get an opportunity there or Nathan Kruger fill this spot. Really. I really do. I really wish that could have happened. Another week of bruise-free Lipper. We'll see how Lipper goes. Maybe get him on the wing. Ooh, selection. Sometimes it boggles my mind, doesn't it? Boggles my mind. Doesn't it? Of course, Chad Warner out a week after killing us. Yeah, he demolished us. He sure did. So there's your teams. How tall are they? So let's look at their forward line. They got Joe Danaher, Logan Morris, and Eric Hipwood. Eric Hipwood was playing backline while Harris Andrews was out. So I think they're done with that. It's a different looking side compared to their grand final side. They didn't have Ashcroft. They didn't have Morris. Was Zorko? I don't think Zorko was playing off halfback, was he? Yeah, that's Maddie. That's pretty much the team, though. That's pretty much the team, right? If it was Sunday, we'd have an extended teams, and maybe the team would look different. But this is pretty much what it's going to be. Who's going to be the sub? Well, it's either going to be Lipinski or Will Parker. But surely, if you're going to bring Will Parker in, surely give him a game. Surely give Will Parker a full game. If you're going to put him in and drop Joe Richards, Howie always destroys Hipwood. He does play very well on Hipwood, to be fair. Yeah. What else? More from Sidey. Bobby Hill. He had a good game. Let's have a look at that game at the Gabba. Was it round 4 this year? Round 4 this year. Collingwood. No, round 3. Sorry. Yeah. Paul, I know who you are. I see you in the comment section. I appreciate you. Hey, Anthony, passionate Collingwood supporter here. We need to beat Brisbane well to increase that percentage. Yep. Bobby has been better lately. Who got the coaches' votes? Jamie Elliott had the 9 coaches' votes last time we met. I'll zoom that in a bit more for you. There we go. 9 coaches' votes, 16 disposals, 4 goals, 0 behinds. That's an elite game, an elite return. Nick Dacos was good, 30 disposals. That was when he played. That was one of his last games off the halfback flank. Look, Nick Dacos only 1 in 4 CBAs that game, centre bounce attendances. And then after that, he just has lived in the midfield since then. We've missed this guy, Tom Mitchell. 24 disposals, 14 contested possessions, 9 ground ball gets, 5 clearances. And then, like I said, I'm pretty sure Bobby Hill had a game of his own. 3 goals, 1. Bobby Hill, 9 disposals. Efficient 5-score involvements. So that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure. We'll see you for the pregame this Saturday. Yeah. And let's enjoy the last couple of weeks. Okay? Go Pies. Love you all. Bye.